Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. I thought I'd do something a little bit different today and go through exactly how I stretch after a run and how I try and increase my flexibility in terms of running. I have taken a lot of inspiration from other videos because I'm not an expert at this just yet. I am still learning, but it works for me, and I will link those videos in the description below. But the whole purpose of the routine is to focus on the quads, the hamstrings, the hip flexors, and the calf muscles. So let's get to it. So to start off with, we're going to do a few warm-ups, and the first one is seated hip swivels, and we're going to perform 5 on each side. I also just wanted to quickly mention again that this routine has been heavily inspired by other channels, but basically it's a routine that has worked for me, and I've seen massive improvements in terms of my flexibility, my mobility, and also my performance. If you are looking for flexibility routines, I'd highly recommend the Bodyweight Warrior. His channel is unbelievable and I've learned a lot from him, and to be honest, most of my routines have been inspired by the routines he puts together on his channel. So we're going to hold that 90-90 position for 30 seconds on each leg. Just bring the chest over the leg and lean forward until you feel a stretch. You'll probably feel it mostly in your glutes and your hips. So next we're going to get into a lunge position, put our hands on the inside and then drop the leg out, and once again you should feel a stretch in your hip flexors. We're going to perform this for 10 times on each leg. So our last warm up is the hamstring floss, and we're going to perform this 10 times on each leg. I've seen a few people manage to fully extend the leg on this, but my hamstring's just far too tight to do it, but you can definitely feel a stretch, and it does feel really, really good afterwards. Just one more. As we're seated, we're going to go into a glute stretch position, and this is quite complicated. I think a few people do struggle with this, so I will show an alternative, but we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. I think this is probably my favourite stretch. Really, really feel it in the glutes. With 10 of these. Try and get your hips as high as you can, and then bend the knees. 1, 2 more. Stay in a similar position, extend one leg and then down. Do 10 of these as well. Same again on the other side. 10 on this leg as well. Halfway there. Now I'm going to go back to a channel favourite of what I learned at the physio, and I'm going to do a hamstring stretch. If you're not that flexible, you can bend the knee, so don't worry about that. It doesn't have to be fully extended. I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds.
Let's go.
This is a good example of why you should stretch pretty much every day, because I used to not be able to do that.
Let's go.
Next, we're going to go into a lunge position. You should really feel it in your hip flexors. And hold that for 30 seconds.
Let's go.
We're then going to bring the opposite leg up, reach over and stretch. This is definitely a quad burner. I will show an alternative as well if you're not able to do this. And then same again on the other side. Nice lunge stretch. Pull the opposite leg and hold again for 30 seconds. Then going to stay in the same position and then just do some hamstring rocks, which I'll do 5 of them. They are my worst. 1, 2, 3. And then just hold it for 5 seconds on the 5th one. 5, and then the same again on the opposite leg. Four, 5, and hold again for 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5. And we're then going to go into a wide child pose. And really stretch out. So spread your knees far apart and make sure that your big toes are touching. You should really feel a stretch in your hip flexors and also your glutes. Let's finish off, just go into Cobra Pose. And again, hold for 30 seconds. And that's pretty much it. I will put easier options next to the harder options if you can't do a specific exercise or ones that I have struggled with in the past. But if you want any more videos like this, please let me know because it was actually quite enjoyable. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.